Colorado.
Welcome to this Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. Now, it is National Homemade Bread Day, so in honor of that, we're going to make some yummy homemade bread, and not just any homemade bread, orange homemade bread, as well as we're going to talk to some incredible human beings in this Vail Valley. I'm very excited. Grab that cup of coffee, sit back. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. Let's go, Wes! We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hell of a rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we always love talking to Chris Romer from the Vail Valley Partnership. Let's take a look.
As I've mentioned, Vail Mountain opens tomorrow, so winter is right around the corner, but everyone else is getting ready as well, including the Vail Valley Partnership. And joining us now, we have Chris Romer. Chris, how are we?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Doing better now that you're here, like I
Hey,
said.
I like it.
So we're rolling into winter. What's going on at the partnership? There's some events coming up, and we can take a kind of broad look at what's coming up this winter, but what's kind of happening at the partnership?
Yeah, there's a lot going on at the partnership. We have a number of professional development programs going on. Our Taking the Lead program for first-time supervisors, our Management Essentials program for folks looking to grow their career and have that professional development opportunity. We have a lot of programs coming up right as we enter the first of the year with our Community Leadership Academy, our Leveraging Local Leaders program, which trains people how to run for public office, how to serve on public office, understand budgeting, understand key issues in the community like water and housing and transportation, and how boards work and how municipal finance works. So we're really excited about that Leveraging Local Leaders program. So lots of those types of things. But next week we have an after hours mixer hosted at Cooley Mesa Detailing in Gypsum. And the team down there is fantastic. They do a wonderful job. It'll be great to be right there by the airport. And we're looking forward to that to really help kick off the season with an after hours mixer, bring everyone together, help celebrate this time of year when everyone's got that pent up energy and everyone's ready to roll. And businesses are ready to take care of guests and employees are psyched to be able to get on the mountain and all the things that go on with this time of year. It's really a fun time.
Yeah, that's amazing. And some of those courses sound so interesting and so necessary in a community like ours where we don't have lifelong politicians that might need a little help or, lifelong business people. So
yeah, it's we're a very entrepreneurial driven community, right? And so many business owners and so many entrepreneurs and small businesses. And at the partnership, we really try to be that connector and that convener to connect business owners to the resources that exist. A Small Business Development Center being one, the Colorado Loan Fund for financing, having opportunities for people to network and connect. Connection is so important, and certainly the skills-based programs to help build cohorts of other people at similar stages in their career and build that network in hopes that people can grow their careers here and stay.
Definitely. It's kind of a comforting feeling knowing that some of these small businesses have a support system in the partnership there. How do people get involved if they're just kind of on their own and want to get involved, or they're a business owner, but how do people get involved if they want to take some of these courses?
Yeah, it's really easy. You can find us online at vailvalleypartnership.com. It's got all the information about the chamber. It's got all the information on all of our professional development programs and engagement opportunities and networking opportunities. And there's way too much and way too many for us to list here during a short interview.
For sure.
But there's ways for people to plug in the way that makes the most sense for them. And again, it's a big part of community is the connections. And we try to be really intentional on building connection and giving people the opportunity to not only grow their skill set, but grow their network so they can find roommates when they need roommates, so they have people they can bounce questions off of. So many times our small businesses especially, they feel like they're on an island with be it workforce issues or customer issues or supply chain. And having that network that you can pick up the phone or go down the street and just ask, hey, are you guys seeing this? How are you dealing with this? What kind of staffing situation are you seeing? It makes life a little bit easier in what's a hard environment for business sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, kind of talk about connecting and connection, right, like amongst the community, but there's also connections down at the airport, right?
Yeah.
Did you like that?
I do.
What's going on down at the airport, kind of rolling into winter right now? What should people expect? I know there's some fun stuff and cool stuff.
There is some very fun stuff. We're really excited about what's going on at Eagle County Regional Airport. You might have seen recently the news that the airport in 2024 has had record passenger traffic. And that's before we even get to Q4. Right,
that's
so
amazing.
Record passenger traffic through Q3 because we added some flights this summer, some increases this summer. But this winter, we're really excited for the addition of 2 low-cost carriers. We have Alaska Airlines flying in 3 days a week from San Diego and 3 days a week from Seattle, which is super exciting to fill that gap in the Pacific Northwest and additional connectivity down to Southern California. And we have Frontier Airlines that will be flying into, again, 3 days a week, Denver, Dallas, and San Francisco.
Awesome.
So having 2 low-cost carriers has had an immediate impact, not just on the availability to get into Eagle County, but for locals to get out of Eagle County. It's lowered the pricing for American and Delta and United, so it makes it more accessible to locals. And then the other really exciting thing, from my perspective anyway, is the local flight rebate program. If Eagle County locals fly out of the Eagle County Regional Airport on the Frontier or Alaska flights, we will write them a rebate check for $100. We really want to incentivize people to use the airport, to experience that, to not have to deal with the chaos that is I-70 and sometimes the hassle that is Denver International. So that locals flight rebate program is available for one trip per person over the course of the winter. I'm sorry to all the frequent travelers that we're not able to write you 4 or 5 or 6, but we want to make it as accessible and available to everybody, and we only have so much funds for that.
Definitely.
But writing a locals rebate check is a really fun part of my job.
And for $100, that's probably going to cover some of these Frontier flights in themselves, right?
Yeah, I've seen some of the Frontier, and Frontier's model, for those who know, but I've seen flights as low as $59 on Frontier, which is pretty amazing.
It's so exciting.
you can actually, if you can do the math.
It's
I can
so
do the math,
exciting.
and I'm not great at math, but we'll write you a check for $100 in exchange for a $59 flight. Like, you net $41 on that.
Something like
That's pretty
that,
good.
yeah. Which you could probably spend in that beautiful Eagle County Regional
That's
Airport
right.
there, right?
That's
Get a
right.
little snack going in. Yeah, I love that airport, and anyone that travels in and out during the winter, I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, it's a great guest experience. The team at the airport is just top notch in terms of their service and their friendliness. It's easy to breeze through security.
So easy.
They have a great concessions area, and it's a really great. And then when you get home, you have a short drive. No Vail Pass, no Floyd Hill, none of the Denver traffic, none of that, which is maybe the biggest relief.
I call it an experience. Like,
Yeah.
going through that airport, it's an experience, and it's a lovely experience at
Yep.
that. So,
Yep.
Chris, anything else I should ask? Anything else people should know about the partnership rolling in?
No, I think we covered quite a bit, and I would just share your excitement for opening day at Vail tomorrow on Friday, and opening day coming up at Beaver Creek. It's a great time to be here, and let's all be kind to each other and take care of our guests.
Yeah, I love that. It's a fun time of year. It's a weird time of year, right? People are kind of coming out, coming in. So yeah, look out for your friends out there, and it's the holiday season, right? So it should be an exciting time, but it's also a good time to check in on your friends and family this time of year. Chris, always good to see you. Good luck out there.
Absolutely.
And yeah, check out the partnership if you're in work looking for help, or a business owner looking for help. They are here to help you. And we'll be right back with the rest of Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that. Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took like 6 years off in here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40. I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I got gotta give me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides.
Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Good morning, Vail.
You might not be aware, but today is National Homemade Bread Day, and so we're going to make a homemade orange bread. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
You know, I love to follow all the TikTok trends on in regard to food and recipes.
Yep.
That's really the only thing I use it for. So I saw this whole viral orange blender cake, and I thought we have to absolutely try it.
Have to try it.
We have to try it. So I did read that it is important what type of orange that you pick because they have varying levels of sweetness, plus with like the seeds and the skin, you really want to use like a thinner skin.
Right.
So we're using a whole navel orange. These luckily
with
don't
very
have
thick skin.
like I'd say
Kind of like you.
So,
You've got thick skin.
When it comes to working next to you, Kevin, I do. But if you check this out, you can kind of see that the skin is like I'd say it's thin to medium sized, right?
Right.
So we quartered it up, or you quartered it up.
I did.
Because you don't want the seed in it, because the seed actually creates a bitter taste to it.
Right.
And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. But what you want to do is actually just throw all of the wet ingredients in the blender first, and that includes the orange.
All right,
so
I am the Robin to your Batman, so you tell me what.
The Robin to my Batman. So we've got 4 eggs sitting out at room temperature, and we've got them here in a Tupperware. So we're going to crack the 4 eggs into the blender, or you can do the oranges. It really doesn't matter. We're going to let Kevin go ahead and be the egg cracking master. And it's pretty great. And then it really, you can use self-rising flour, or you can use regular flour depending on what you have on hand. And I had regular flour, so that's what we're going to use with regular flour and baking powder. Okay. And then, we're cracking all the
four eggs.
All 4 eggs.
The eggs.
Then we're going to throw in our orange. Now,
peel and all, just
toss it in there. Insane, right? I'm really excited about this.
I don't know about this, Kim.
It creates like a fun, like really citrusy flavor and texture. Then we've got lemon extract. We want to do about a teaspoon of the
lemon extract. Got it.
And then we also need to include oil, and that's like the basis of all of our wet ingredients. So you don't have to use the lemon extract, at least that's what I've been reading.
I just literally put it in, and you said, well, you don't have to use it.
But I heard it gives it a little bit more pizzazz when you're
we want to
tasting
pizzazz it up.
the flavors. So we did that, and then we've got oil. I think we need to use about 3/4 of a cup of avocado oil, which I've never seen a cake made with avocado oil before,
yeah, I've seen an avocado cake one time.
So Kevin, no pressure, but it's got to be exact.
Yeah, I'm pretty darn good at this eyeballing thing.
I can tell. So we were putting that in there, and then we're going to blend it up, and then we'll do the the dry ingredients afterwards. Now the key with the dry ingredients is, apparently, this is what all the TikTokers are saying.
This is what we've heard.
This is what we've heard. I do my research, but I can't say that I'm an expert and I've ever made this.
Oh no,
cake
let's
before.
just say you're an expert.
I'm an expert.
Let's just say it.
Get
it out
to you,
there.
Kevin, between the two
Get
of
it
us,
out
I think
there.
we're going to get it done. So we're going to go ahead and just blend this. We're just going to do a nice little medium blend.
Okay.
See what happens. Looking great, looking great.
Very loud.
It is very loud. So next thing we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And then 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder. Looking good. Plus sugar. We need to add our sugar. Sugar is always key when it comes to the cake. All right, let's see how we blended. Look at that. I mean, you can still see a little bit of the...
it smells absolutely incredible.
It smells great, doesn't it? And you can see in the blender that the peel is pretty pretty diced up.
Yeah.
It smells great, actually.
Did a good job.
Now I'm awakening, you know? It's the orange and the citrus zest. Okay, so now we're going to add 2 cups of flour in here.
Okay.
And then also yep, there we go, looking great. And then we need to make sure that we've got our 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder, because that's what's going to make the cake rise, right? So if you're using self-rising flour, you don't need the baking powder, which is great.
Okay.
You're nailing it, Kevin.
Look at this.
You know, and I'm actually impressed.
Yeah,
flour
Kevin
on
can
that
measure.
wonderful navy sweater that you're wearing there.
Right.
All right, so we got the flour. We need 3/4 of a cup of avocado oil. We added that in. We need to make sure that we add 1 cup of the sugar, which is somewhere around here.
Right here.
I think we've got some granulated sugar also off the camera. So we'll take a look and see.
Do we need granulated or powdered
We
on
need
this?
granulated.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You know what? We're going to use powder.
We're going to use powder today.
We'll see what happens.
It's what happens
it's
here
viral.
on
It's
TV.
TikTok,
It's live
you know?
TV.
It is what it is.
It's viral. 1 whole cup?
It's viral. 1 whole cup. There you go. And then you can also use the powdered sugar for later as well. So we'll see what happens. There we go. I think that looks good to me. So we're going to dump that in there.
Okay.
And then 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder. And then you don't want to just like do a real blend on it. You just need to kind of pulse it so that everything kind of gets mixed in, because if
tablespoon,
you
did you say?
3/4 of a tablespoon. Yeah, just like that. Looking good. And then I guess if you pulse it or you blend it too hard, it makes the batter really dense and thick. So we're just going to lightly pulse this until it's all blended. That's what I'm hearing.
Nobody likes dense
Hey,
batter.
if it's with a cup of coffee in the morning, I don't care what the texture is like.
We got it.
It smells
delicious.
delicious.
It does smell
All right,
good.
so we're going to go ahead and luckily we've got this handy dandy dough button on our blender.
Okay.
And we're just going to blend it a little bit. Nice and low. While we're letting it blend, you know, you were in sunny Florida, so does this smell like Florida?
It smells like Florida. The Sunshine State.
The sunshine and, in my opinion, the citrus state.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look and see how it's looking. Yeah, looking pretty good. We're going to just do a little bit more. You know what I love about this cake, speaking of Florida?
What?
You know, my grandparents used to live in Florida, and I
Okay.
spent a lot of time going to orange
Picking
groves
oranges.
and picking oranges.
Picking oranges.
Fresh pressed orange
I can
juice.
tell your hair and your skin
Yeah,
tone.
that's why my hair is
Yeah.
red, because I ate a lot of oranges.
That's probably it. I think that's a fact. True.
All right, this batter is looking great. It smells great. So the next thing we're going to do, I guess, is line our cake loaf with parchment paper, or if you don't have that, you can use the avocado oil spray. So you pick parchment paper, avocado oil. I know the pressure is on.
Using this.
There you go. Yep, you're just gonna spray the corner. At least that's what they're telling us.
Yeah,
So
that's what TikTok says, so that's what we're doing.
TikTok says. And yes, I have been consulting my phone with TikTok as we've been going through this recipe.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and then we're just gonna scoop it into the pan, and we've got a couple extra oranges.
What do we preheat the oven to?
We preheated the oven to, it depends on what recipe version you're looking at, 180 degrees Celsius. Whoa. Or, which roughly translates to about
Temperature math.
350.
Yeah. Okay.
According to Google.
Got it.
According to the
TikTok,
worldwide
Google.
interweb. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just clean this off really quickly, and then we're going to dump the dough. And it's okay if we've got one small loaf pan, but you know you can make this. This is basically, in my opinion.
When do we zest?
We zest if we want to make a frosting.
Okay.
If we want to, or you can just kind of zest on top. I think we should just sprinkle it with some powdered sugar when we're done cooking.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Got to keep it simple.
live
right?
TV.
It is live TV. All right, so we've got that, and then we're just going to pour it in about 2/3 of the way up to the lid, because it is going to rise because
I'll
of the
pour it,
baking powder.
you scrape.
All right, I want to make sure we don't over pour it, because then it's going to explode in the oven there. But
So how far up do you go? How far does this
I would
rise?
say about 2/3 of the pan you want to fill, and then you know, that's why if you did the parchment paper, Kevin, if it rises a little bit above over, it stays in its shape. I think that looks great to me. And then anything in excess, you can make mini loaves. Why not? Right?
Mini loaves, why not?
Yeah, who likes them?
Get a little muffin pan.
Little muffin pan, which we do have, and we'll do that later. But
Have you seen the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man?
I do know the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man, Kevin?
No, I don't.
All right, so I like to do this just to kind of level it out a little bit.
Okay.
But man, it smells good.
It smells delicious.
It smells fresh. I think my senses have awakened, just like my mind.
Okay.
And here we are. We're ready to
pop
ready
it into
to
that
party
180 degrees Celsius oven.
or 350 degrees.
Okay.
And then you bake it for about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on your loaf size, depending on how hot your oven actually is. Because did you know? Fun fact: your oven is not necessarily as hot as it says it is. So you try to preheat it as long as possible. Yeah.
That's why sometimes people put a little thermometer in there.
That's exactly
so you can
right.
actually see.
So that's it. So here we are. We baked a cake, a loaf.
Okay, 45 minutes.
35 to 45.
35 to 45. So you got to stay tuned for a while to see the outcome of this.
And we'll show you how it turns out. The viral whole orange blender cake. It's pretty great. I think you could probably cheat with this one if you wanted to and use a regular cake mix. But I'm so glad we did.
Why would you?
Exactly.
Why would you?
It was easy.
And it's fun. This was kind of a fun thing to do.
It was fun.
I was a doubter.
You were?
Doubting Kevin on this one. But I tell you, the aroma coming out of the oven, and I took a peek, and it looks great.
Oh, Kevin, have I ever steered you wrong in any recipes there?
Just twice. Just 2 times.
Just 2 times. You know what? 2 times is better than 3 times. So let's take a look at it. So if you wanted, like I've heard, if you wanted to cool the cake first and let the drizzle kind of settle on top without it soaking into the cake, then you let it fully cool before you put it on. But I love to have that delicious
it's got to be warm.
Frosting kind of melted into it. So it looks great. I love that you flipped it over on the cutting board and not on the plate that we have sitting here, Kevin.
Well, you do this. So now it's right side up.
There we go.
Doubting Kim.
Today
this is a professional production.
It is.
And we got to look at
be laughing at our colleagues.
Now, so putting our homemade little glaze thing on here, we've zested 1 orange. We put a little bit of vanilla extract, a little bit of the orange extract in there, some powdered sugar, stirred it up, so that's good to go.
It looks great, and then obviously you want some sort of milk to blend it all
coconut
together.
Milk.
We used coconut milk, which is dairy-free. Obviously, I think this whole recipe is dairy-free, so it's going to be a great one to have with coffee when we're done with the show here. So we'll go ahead and put a little bit of drizzle on it. And
okay, now one thing I like to do when I drizzle is I'll usually take and I'll cut down about 1 inch into the pieces.
It looks delicious.
And then I like to drizzle on top with the slices in.
Oh my gosh, yes. That's
because this way you get it down into the cake a little bit.
That's exactly how I apply my butter to my baked potato.
Oh, it is not.
It is. I slice it down. I got that from my dad. Oh my gosh, it looks delicious. And then if we wanted to add a little bit more powdered sugar to it, you can. But we've got some here just in case. But man, oh man, that looks incredible.
Delicious.
Is it time to cut into it?
Try it.
I'm going to try it. We've got the
There you
knife.
go.
I'm going in. Okay, I'm more of a centerpiece, but a center kind of slice girl, but I'm going to
And I know the viewers cannot smell this, but it is incredible. It just smells amazing.
Honestly, it reminds me of summer and springtime, and man, this would be a great, I'm just going to have a small little piece
Have
here.
a small little piece.
Here we go. 3.
Oh yeah, that says it
Wow.
all. That face speaks volumes.
It's moist. I know that we use powdered sugar, not regular sugar, but I tell you what.
Maybe that's something you change. You don't want it too
sweet. The perfect amount of sweetness. It's so good. It's light. It's fluffy. And it's definitely got all of the moisture in it that we need. So it's a perfect breakfast cake or anytime cake.
We're gonna dig into this and be right back with more.
Good morning, Vail.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
Hi, it's Julio Garcia with TV8, and we're about to add some extra jolly to your holiday season. Join us for TV8's 12 Days Before Christmas and ring in the New Year advertising specials. For just $250, you can advertise your business on TV8 during the all-important holiday season. We'll run your commercial spot 10 times per day for 12 days. That's 120 spots to help drive traffic to your business. Choose the 12 Days of Christmas or run your ad during the Ring in the New Year special, which starts on December 26th and runs for 12 days. Or better yet, purchase both for just $450. Don't have a commercial? Don't worry, TV8 will help create one from your photos or videos at no extra charge. So don't delay. A deal this good won't last long. Contact the station to reserve your spot, and from all of us at TV8, have a wonderful holiday season.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today.
Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Tune in Saturdays at 5 p.m. for Offbeat Cinema, where the coffee is always hot and the movies are oh so cool. Find us on Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Good morning, Vail.
This weather report is sponsored by Grand Hyatt Vail. Get your tickets now for Thanksgiving dinner at Gessner, located on the second floor of the Grand Hyatt.
Now, one of our favorite places is Eyepieces of Vail for all your goggle as well as your sunglass needs. And if you need to get your eyes checked out, they do it all there for you. We sat down with Tyler. Let's take a look.
We're standing here in Eyepieces of Vail. This is the place for all of your premier goggles and helmet needs, and I'm here with the expert, Tyler Moore. Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Maddie. Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for having us. This facility, this building is so beautiful. You come in, you're inspired. It's art for your face.
That's pretty much exactly what Eyepiece is all about. Anything from the neck up, we love to be able to say we have the best selection for it. We have the best frames for it. We have the best helmets, goggles, whatever you need, neck up, we have you covered.
Well, and with ski season here, it's important that you're keeping your head safe, but you're also keeping your eyes safe. The UV rays that reflect from the snow is something not a lot of people know about. So can you give us some more information on what's in front of us?
For sure. So right here, I just have a quick little assortment of some of our favorite brands, a couple of new pieces as well in these brands. But it's super important. Like you said, protecting your head with a helmet, is a must on the slopes. You never know when you're going to catch an edge or what could happen out there. And then another thing too is, a nice set of goggles. It keeps the wind out of your eyes, keeps your eyes from drying out. It just encapsulates everything on your face to keep everything nice and warm, and like debris and snow can't fly in and hurt you or anything. So a good set of goggles, a must this season, especially as we're getting great snow. But awesome and new, the new Smith 40 Mag XL. So this is everyone's like favorite goggle from Smith, now available in a little larger size. So there's a few guys that were out there that couldn't quite fit in them. Now we got an answer for you.
Which is so nice. And the 4D that's on here, because that's such a almost hype terminology. What does it mean?
It's just how they talk about the lens. If you can see it on the camera, there's actually this bevel at the bottom. This is a really unique technology called bird's eye vision that allows you to have up to about 25 to 30% more field of vision. So you're seeing more, you can react faster, you just know more of what's going on around you.
Like we always say, vision is precision up there on the slopes, you know?
That it is. Yep. You know, and then moving on, this is really great. From Oakley, finally got a huge update. This is our first fast swap lens tech. It's a lot easier than the previous Oakley, so I'm very excited to see this. It's just 2 buttons on the back, and then the lens pops right out.
Which is incredible. And Oakley is known for their prism lenses and the technology that goes into it, making it kind of a universal lens. But now that you can easily swap them, it makes it much more vision is precision.
Correct. You know, the Oakley prism lenses, I really do think are among some of the best in the industry in terms of contrast. But now you have a multiple lens package for varying conditions that's easy to swap out from Oakley.
And then, of course, the Anons. These are the one that everyone loves because they're so easy to use.
Yep, this was a big disruptor in the industry when it first came out. This is their M4, but this is a really cool technology called MF5, Magnetic Face Mask Integration. So, you know, you're cold, you can pop it up, and when you're warm, you can just pop it down. It's really great. It helps keep you from fogging. You're not actually putting anything up under the goggle itself. And then boom. Nice. Super easy to swap out as well too.
It makes it so convenient, and especially on those days that we see here quite frequently where you start with a little bit of sunshine and before you know, we've got overcast, flat light, and you're up there on the slopes and you're like, man, this is going to be a rough ride down. Now you just carry that extra lens with you and swap it quick.
Yeah, if you like to carry the lens, you know, weather does change out. So these things are so easy you can do them on the chairlift. Just be careful you don't drop them off of the chairlift would be my advice.
Right. Make sure that you've got a good handle on it. Now let's talk about some of the great technology in the helmets. I'm seeing this little yellow dot that says MIPS. Can you give us more information?
Yeah, MIPS is a great technology that helps keep our brains safer in the event of a crash. So if you can see this yellow liner, this actually rotates independently from the helmet itself, therefore allowing the helmet to decrease the amount of rotational violence that actually gets transferred to your head, which is what causes concussions and brain damage. So, you know, if you're buying from us, everything that we have will have this little yellow MIPS sticker or a MIPS equivalent technology. You know, so it depends by brand, but you know, we try to carry the best for our customers because we want you to staying out there having fun and being safe.
Which I think is so important, and you guys have so many great locations. So let's talk about where people can come and find all of the wonderful product here at Eyepieces of Vail.
Correct. So we have 8 locations total, 6 here in Vail Valley. We're here at the base of Gondola 1 at Bridge Street. This is the closest retail location to Gondola 1. It's really easy to just come in, get kitted, and walk right out onto the slopes. Then we have Village Center across from Solaris, Eyepieces Sport by the Sonnenalp. We have our boutique in Lions Head at the Arabelle Complex. Up at Beaver Creek, we have a newer location on the corner there next to the ice rink. If you haven't been to that one, it is beautiful. It is probably one of our best looking stores. I get a little jealous of it sometimes. And then we have down in Edwards, if you find yourself down Valley. And then if you find yourself over in Roaring Fork Valley, we have one at the base of Snowmass and one at Willits Center by Whole Foods.
And you guys also offer an array of great services. So I'm just going to give a mad shout out because my glasses are awfully cute, but they really help me so much throughout my workday with the blue light reflection. And this is all a possibility here at Eyepieces too.
Correct. So a lot of people don't realize when they walk in that we are a full service prescription shop. We have been doing this for 40 years now, which is an amazing accomplishment. We have doctor services, so if you don't have an updated prescription, we can help you with that. And then we have multiple labs throughout the company that can grind out your prescription jobs. A lot of times you can leave with your prescription, or if you're only here for a couple of days, come pick something out and we're happy to ship it to you.
Which makes it so convenient and so easy. And so people can come in, they can see you at any one of these great locations, and they can get their hands on all of this awesome technology.
That's exactly right. Yeah, come in and say hi, and we're here daily throughout the entire winter.
Tyler, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, giving us all this great information, and getting everyone even more excited to get out there on the snow.
Right, winter's here. Let's have some fun.
Make sure that you stop into Eyepieces of Vail. They've got 8 locations here in 6 here in Eagle County. Make sure that you come in, you get all nice and outfitted for the upcoming winter season because it's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Vail.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Woo. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
Living your best life and making memories with your friends. That's me, Elizabeth. And today I'm exploring some amazing sites. Come with us. Welcome to Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World.
Good morning, Vail.
Such an awesome organization, Mountain Valley Horse Rescue. We have been talking to for Colorado Gives Day. We got to sit down and speak with them. Let's take a look.
Welcome back to the show. My very first guest is my favorite already. I'm really happy to have you here. Now, as you guys know, every Tuesday morning on TV8, we feature somebody for Colorado Gives, all the special things that we do for Colorado Gives Day and Eagle County Gives and all the other stuff that we have combined for that really grateful time that we have coming up. Now, Marlene, do you go by Marlene Bosch Hopkins? Mm-hmm. I like that. Okay, so Marlene Bosch Hopkins, you are from Mountain Valley Horse Rescue.
That's right.
Now, this is something that is part of a lot of our passions, animals here in our community. And horses are spectacular animals, and not everybody has one, but everybody loves them. And we want to take care of them. And over at Mountain Valley Horse Rescue, you guys do phenomenal things for horses. And I mean, this is really basically things that where they are either abandoned or abused or lost, or I mean, there's so many reasons that can make us cry with that regards to the horses, but then there are so many other reasons to smile and be super happy because of people like you and your organization. Another non-for-profit organization that we have here in our community. Now, I know you had fall break with Kids Camp, so that's something really cute that you guys did, and that's over with, but there's so many other things coming up. And I just wanted you to give everybody an idea as to what you guys do over at Mountain Valley Horse Rescue and why you've decided to come into play to take care of all of these beautiful, beautiful animals.
Yes, we are located in McCoy, where we rescue and take in horses that are simply unwanted. It could be a variety of reasons. Could be for neglect and someone not taking care of their horse, but it could also be people that are in financial difficulty and need help with their horse.
Sure.
So they come to us, we give them what it is they need. Some of them need extensive health evaluations and care and medication, hoof care, things like that, and others need more of a training rehab. So they weren't in the right hands, and so they get to learn how to be a good horse again. And then we always have all the horses available for adoption at different levels of their lives. But something you said was really good, because indeed a lot of people love horses, but they can't have access to horses all the time, or they can't own them.
Exactly. There's a cost factor or space factor and things like that.
Absolutely. And so that is the other side of our organization, where it comes in, where we bring horses closer to the community and closer to people, adults and children, that can come to the ranch for a variety of programs, one of them being our fall break recently. But we have community volunteer days. We have other kids programs, homeschool programs, things that bring the community to the ranch so that they can experience horses, but also it helps us bring love to the horses, because a lot of them didn't get that.
Right.
And so they therefore gets quicker integrated back into, with humans, because they see groups of kids.
I think that's so special, and I would venture to guess that most people know that there is nothing more spiritual and more genuine than a horse. I mean, you look into their eyes, there's just pure soul, and they play like dogs. I mean, I only reference them to dogs because I have some friends in Eagle that have horses, and you watch them playing with a ball and romping and jumping and having a great time. And look at the one with the unicorn on his nose.
Yes.
Yeah, these are some wonderful photos that we found that you guys
Awesome.
have over there,
Yeah.
because it's such a wonderful thing that you guys do. What got you into this specific arena of fundraising and helping animals?
Well, the MVHR actually exists 20 years coming up here. We're going to be celebrating our 20th anniversary, which is pretty much starting right now. We're going to celebrate for a whole year. But 20 years ago, there was a need. There were 2 horses found on the flat tops, abandoned, and a group of locals in Eagle County got together and said, we need to, do something for these horses.
So nice.
And it brought a need to the valley of taking in other horses. And they started with 3 to 5 horses, and now we take care of to 33 horses in our care. And we have horses coming in all the time, but they can only come in when we adopt out, because we do have a capacity limit of about 30 horses. Right now, I think we're still over capacity going into the winter because there were some critical cases we needed to take care of. But as horses leave to go to their adoptive home, we can take in new horses, and our wait list is ever going. So people call us almost daily. So there is a great need. People sometimes forget it isn't just cat and dog rescues.
Right.
Horses are domesticated animals
And
and
majestic
often
beings.
need help.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no better energy that you get from an animal than when you get up and close to a horse.
They will tell you how
They
they
will.
feel,
Yeah,
and
they
if you feel a certain way, they can help you
Yep.
feel better, or they'll tell you you need to, change
Step
it up, step it up. Exactly.
And they really do have this energy field without, within them, and I believe that they're very empathic creatures.
Absolutely.
As well. I mean, why do we have service horses otherwise? You know what I mean? Like the smaller ones, you can't bring like a big old stallion on a plane or anything like that, but I know that they have the little ones that they train to be just amazing help for humans. So why can't the humans turn around and be help for the horses? Now, Colorado Gives Day is exciting, coming up in December, and we really like to dedicate the whole month for people to be ready for that one day, because you don't have to do it on the day, but it is the specific day that we celebrate, where everybody gets together and puts their minds and their hearts in a place where they want to do a special donation. And why not the Mountain Valley Horse Rescue? Because this is something that horses can't take care of themselves. We need people, we need veterinarians, specialized veterinarians, and all of the other stuff to take care of them, or to home them, rehome them, or house them, or feed them. That's a lot of hay for 30 horses per.
Yes, yes. We estimate it to cost about $6,000 a year to care for one horse.
Oh my gosh.
That's just basic care, so hay and veterinarian care twice a year. We spend over $65,000 in hay year round to feed the entire herd.
Wow.
So yes, it is lots of money and labor to take care of these animals. And Colorado Gives Day is the perfect day to give.
Yes.
Because your donation gets incentivized by First Bank and the Colorado First Foundation, Colorado Gives Foundation.
Right.
And so what they do is when you give $1, any nonprofit that is part of Colorado Gives Day gets a part of their incentive fund.
That's
so the
amazing.
more you raise, the more money you get from them. And so we really highlight Colorado Gives Day as a nonprofit, and so do all the other nonprofits in our community.
There's so many too. You guys all work together, which is beautiful.
We do. Yes, we are part of Eagle County Gives Collaborative. It has a group of 56 nonprofits that help each other be uplifted in the fundraising.
That's amazing.
We meet once a month to come up with ideas of how we can bring the community together, and it's a really great collaborative.
And I wanted to touch on if there were people that just didn't want to have just the one day to give, if they had monthly donations, there's a special incentive for those people who donate per month. I was just reading it. It's your first monthly donation up to $100 and up to $250,000 across all the organizations will be matched, which is, huge.
So if you sign up for $10 a month, the Community First Foundation will do another $10.
Isn't that nice?
And so that's amazing, yeah. And monthly donations are really important to all nonprofits because that keeps us going.
Yes.
Even though we raise most of our money at the year end, when people are tending to give because it is the holidays or it's the end of year, giving monthly is really important because our missions are all monthly, not just
right. It's not just the one day, but sometimes we need a little kick in the booty reminder that there are some great organizations out here that we should, help out a little bit. And I think your organization is one of the greatest things that we can do for just a magical, beautiful soul. And I love the horses, and they're just wonderful. And just the idea of thinking of them ever being ignored or it just hurts my heart for any animal, but I mean, such a giant creature, how could you not just love it to death? So what's your background in horses? Do you have a background, or did you start when you started the the foundation?
No, I've been involved in horses since I was probably 7 years old.
Oh, nice.
Learned to ride on a little pony named Dinky. And just spent my time, any free time with horses, taking lessons, and eventually owning my own horse, and not until I was 23. So,
well, that's amazing, though. Well, good, because you have the background, which we need with people that are running something like this, because we want to know that the horses are going to a good soul, and you are definitely a genuine soul. So as we wrap this up, why don't you let everybody know how they can donate, whether it's monthly or for Colorado Gives Day, and then we can close with that.
Well, the perfect thing about Colorado Gives Day, you don't have to wait till December 10th. You can donate right now. Early giving is open. You go to coloradogives.org and you donate to any organization that you want. You can find Mountain Valley Horse Rescue by searching in the search bar up top and making a donation today or on December 10th. And you would greatly help any nonprofit, but in specific, Mountain Valley Horse Rescue could really use your help.
Well, thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank you for being here, because bringing to light what we do for other animals, because everybody thinks of dogs and cats for rescue, but horses are a big deal here in our community. And I just want to thank you so much, Marlene, for being here. From the Mountain Valley Horse Rescue, this is Marlene Bosch Hopkins. I wanted to get it right so bad. And Colorado Gives Day is coming up. Go to coloradogives.org and take care of those beautiful horses today. And thank you for being here. We really appreciate all that you do for the animals in our community.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail on TV8 right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I read my first card, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that. And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. They're NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger. Hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to this Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. Now, it is National Homemade Bread Day, so in honor of that, we're going to make some yummy homemade bread, and not just any homemade bread, orange homemade bread, as well as we're going to talk to some incredible human beings in this Vail Valley. I'm very excited. Grab that cup of coffee, sit back. Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies